Hey everybody, welcome back to Jackson Jetsetting. Today I'm taking you to another adults-only all-inclusive here in the World of Hyatt program. This is the Breathless Riviera Cancun, and if you're looking for an energetic party that's definitely skewing towards the adults-only fun, then this is definitely the place for you. We're going to explore the entire resort and give you my honest thoughts and opinions towards the end of the video, but I arrived via private taxi to the resort for my one-night stay. Pretty entryway, have to take a ramp up, and they have fountains going on, very similar to a lot of entries here in the Cancun area at a lot of the resorts. But you walk through, you might see some people ending their vacation looking all sad, and you're either going to go left or right. To the left is going to be the Breathless Resort, and to the right is the Secrets side of the resort, but you'll have to check out my Secrets video on the channel for a full tour of that section. But an open air lobby here, mainly used to check in guests that have no sort of status with the resort, also to maybe make some plans outside the resort, like any excursions. I had Xhale Club access, which was great. This was given to me for my World of Hyatt Globalist status. I always talk about that on the channel, but I absolutely love the status, and out of all these all-inclusives, I get some sort of club level as a result. There's a number of different inclusions, including that lounge that I really didn't use, as well as a private sit-down breakfast, which is always really nice. And I did get a nice view room upgrade to an ocean view, so the same type of room that I had booked originally, just a little bit higher up. So we'll start the room tour here in the front. This is one of my favorite features of the entire room, and that's the secret box. This allows room service to deliver food quietly and secretly to you, and you don't have to get dressed or anything like that. It's really nice. Right here is the included minibar, so you have plenty of options there. And then as you walk in, you'll see how this resort is definitely a little bit different than a lot of the resorts that you'll see on the channel. And that's because this bathroom is pretty open to the rest of the room, especially one detail that you'll see in just a second. But a double sink vanity there, so very nice for couples, separate toilet area, and then this very nice shower. But as you notice, the shower actually can be seen from the king bed over there, and while there's a curtain, there's not much privacy with that curtain, and that just kind of sets the scene here at the Breathless Resort. This is just a little bit of a different brand. It's definitely not going to be for everyone. It's definitely going to be people that want to get out and have fun, enjoy the resort, maybe have a few alcoholic beverages, though that's certainly not required, but definitely a little bit different of a design, kind of more like a W. But as you reach the main bedroom section of this junior suite, pretty normal here. You have plugs next to the bed on either side. You have a little telephone there to call for room service. And then you have a small sitting area there with table, and then a larger couch right next to the television. They gave me some welcome champagne as well, so always very nice. So I always find it funny at all-inclusives how much champagne and wine they give us, even though, it's all-inclusive, so not really drinking wine in Mexico, I don't think. And then the balcony here has a nice one sun lounger and two chairs with a small table to enjoy maybe a drink or some breakfast out on the balcony, and a great view of the quieter of the two pools here at Breathless, and we're going to explore all of this in just a second. So not a gigantic resort, it's pretty easy to get around, just two of these sections here. I did like my building, how it felt open air, but actually they had a little bit of glassed-in roof up there for all those frequent rainstorms here in the Riviera Maya. Now we're coming out of the Xhale Club, and we're going to walk towards that pool that we just saw in the shot. This is called the Energy Pool, and this was a little bit quieter, still high energy though. No big DJ playing during my visit, but there's going to be a number of different restaurants that we'll explore that are around the pool. They have different sections. They were doing water aerobics. They were doing water cycling in here at certain times of the day. Lots of different sections to hang out. Plenty of sun loungers around. It seemed like you could probably find one or two sun loungers available in the later parts of the day, but a lot of chair saving that I did see at the resort, so just keep that in mind. But a very beautiful pool and lots of little nooks and crannies that you can just find a little privater spot in this pool for your group to go hang out. They do have a little game area to the right here that you can check out any beach games or Connect 4, as well as books excursions. And then you do have the pizza restaurant and bar here down on the beach level. Now, I didn't get to try the pizza here, but I was very impressed that they actually had a pizza oven going. And then you do have a few palapas that you can grab and enjoy the beach. As you can see though, the beach itself is very pretty and well manicured, but The water itself, not a very pretty color, and that's definitely a detractor for me. I know that there's a big seaweed problem here, but this seems to be kind of evergreen, if you will. This is kind of what the water looks like in this section. So just keep that in mind if you're someone who's a big beach goer. This is not necessarily the best resort for you. If you love pools though and looking out onto the water, then this is gonna be great. Beach volleyball was going on several times during my visit. Always easy to start a game. Lots of people just out there having fun, which is awesome. And then it's got really great views of the energy pool and the rest of the resort from here. One thing I did like about the energy pool is this little section over there under cover is the sports bar for the resort. So you don't have to sacrifice going inside into a dark room. There's pool tables, there's different games going on, and of course a bar. You also have a few restaurants underneath this area. This is called Bites in the morning and Strip in the evenings, and Bites is open just to Xhale Club members in the morning. Most days I had a different experience that I'll get into in a bit, and then it's the steakhouse in the evening. If you're looking for quieter time near the pool, definitely head out there in the morning. You can definitely hang out there without much interruption until about 11 in the morning when everyone kind of has their breakfast and wakes up from their hangover. On the top floor there's also a little VIP area. I think they really just use this for events at this point, but it's got really great views of the pool. Now behind this area is going to be the main restaurant section of the resort. Silk City is going to be the Pan-Asian restaurant, and they're going to have hibachi here, which is great. So a number of different Asian cuisines within one roof. And then across the way, you're going to have two dinner restaurants, Coquette and Spumante. Spumante is going to be the Italian restaurant, and Coquette is going to be the French restaurant. So we'll go explore Coquette first, walk through these double doors here, and enjoy just a beautiful French ambiance. Now, if you've seen my other videos from this Mexico trip, I wouldn't say this is the fanciest of the French restaurants that I've seen, but plenty fancy indeed. This is a much more casual resort. I do think that people dress up for dinner, but it's definitely not required. People definitely like to get out there and enjoy the sun. Now, Spumante is going to have a nice little Italian feel in here. This is where you're going to get your high-end pizzas, your pastas, different ossobuco type options. So a good option within the all-inclusiveness of this place. Now, heading back to the pool, the energy pool, one side here is going to be just for Xhale Club members. I didn't see them really enforcing this too much, but it's nice to have for sure. So you just follow the signs, and then you can maybe find a few more lounge chairs available to you. You can also peek at those swim out rooms there to the left. Those are definitely the most popular rooms at the resort. If you're looking to book Breathless or any other resort in Mexico, you can reach out to us at jacksonjetsetting.com/book and receive a free quote. Now, before we go explore more restaurants, let's explore the other pool here at Breathless. It's a short walk from the energy pool. This is called the Party Zone pool. But first, right as you enter, you'll see the big red heel and the giant whirlpool. So it's a pretty cool pool / hot tub going on. I didn't actually have a chance to try out if it was a hot tub or not, but it definitely does have bubbles, so might just be a more enjoyable option for you in the heat. You have a few more shade options, and it's just really cool. I love all the day beds there in the middle. Some very cool pool options here at the Breathless Resort. Now, if you're here on the weekend, this is going to be the loud side of the resort. They're going to be doing some sort of pool party Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I arrived on a Sunday morning, and so they were doing the SOS hangover party. Seemed like there were plenty of people still partying though, so we'll show you all of that here. This is a much more narrow pool. They did have a few pool games going on, and then they have a above water DJ playing all the hits and a swim up bar here, as well as in the other pool you had a swim up bar. So a lot of different options available here. Maybe you're feeling more of a party one day, you can head out to this pool. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more chill, you can go over to the energy pool. Still, you're never gonna find somewhere that is just perfectly quiet, except for maybe in those mornings. So just keep that in mind when you do think about booking the Breathless Resort. So you can see in the clip ahead, a little warning here. Definitely gets a little bit more adult with this blow-up doll that happened to be in the pool, it seems like. They also have an extra charge champagne bar over here to the right, and Veuve Clicquot sponsored cabanas that you can rent for an extra charge. And from the beginning shot of this video, you saw that glassed-in pool. This is actually where that is. So you have a good shot of the DJ area and the swim-up bar, quite busy, of course. So the big focal point of activity at the resort. I headed back in the morning of my departure, and it was obviously dead because the DJ wasn't playing. Wanted to try out the restaurant here and grab some amazing chicken quesadillas. And that's called the Barefoot Grill because it is the poolside restaurant, so you don't need, any shoes or anything to order your burgers, hot dogs, chicken quesadillas, that sort of thing. All the food at the resort that I tried was excellent, so definitely no qualms about sending clients here. I did love the beach area on this side. It seemed like there were a lot more palapas going on, though you can notice that there was a little bit of seaweed there on the beach, though for summertime, not too bad. I really liked how plush these sun loungers looked as well. So a lot of different options here for seating on the beach if you were looking to get away from the pool scene. Here's a look at the bar that isn't swim up in this area of the resort as well. Another look at the Barefoot Grill. Now walking back, you can see the different types of chair setups in the pool, especially the ones that are like in the water there. Those are going to go first, so definitely go and grab those early if you're looking to hang out at the pool all day. And another look at the giant whirlpool is pretty fun. Now heading back to where we began, another shot of the beach in the morning here, as well as the energy pool before everyone woke up. You have a shot of the swim up bar there as well. A couple different options for grabbing a drink there because you can swim up or head from the land side. Next to the Xhale Club is the Nook Cafe. So this is going to be the 24-hour cafe. You have your espressos, all of that artisanal coffee, that's all included in your stay, which is really great. You also have ice cream and some pastries and things, different fruits that you can grab. So this is definitely your kind of quick grab and go option for breakfast or a snack. As you head deeper into the resort, you're going to find a couple of different entertainment options as well as a few more restaurants. Picante is where I had my Xhale breakfast. For whatever reason, it was open to us in the morning on the morning of my visit. But this is normally the Mexican restaurant on property. Lots of different tequilas on the wall. Overall, food was very good. I do find that these breakfasts can sometimes have kind of slow service, so just keep that in mind. Don't be in a rush if you're coming to use your Xhale Club benefits, but very delicious food, and overall was not upset at all about these delicious enchiladas. A little different than how I normally see them prepared, but were absolutely delicious. Another bar, of course, and then a few shops just for things that you might have forgotten at home, or maybe a souvenir or two. Always going to see these at the all-inclusives. And then over here, right in front, is going to be Spoon, and this is going to be the buffet. It's going to be open for breakfast, lunch, and I believe dinner, as well as late night on certain evenings. So it's open until 3 a.m. on the night of my visit. I did not go and visit at 3 a.m., but it's going to have a lot of different food options available. It's nice and large, can fit everyone at the resort. So it's another option for food available to you, and it's going to be a little bit quicker, a lot more variety as well. So after we walk through the buffet, just to give you all a view, I will rejoin you upstairs at the resort's theater. So Showstopper is the resort's theater. They're gonna have entertainment here most evenings. On the evening of my visit, they actually had the Newlywed Game, which is pretty cool. They were serving free popcorn. It's kind of a weird setup in this theater because those chairs are movable and it's kind of strange angles, but it's nice that they have this available. And then right next door is After Dark, which is the nightclub for the resort. This obviously being a very popular option. This is the exact type of crowd that needs a nightclub. Not very big on the inside, but plenty of options for seating. Big dance floor there, so if you are into the nightclub scene, you're going to have that option available here at Breathless. Tennis court is going to be above this area, so I headed up to check it out. Up the stairs, couple of different flights, and then you make it to a turf-style tennis court. A little bit of shade on this side, but not a lot of amenities up here, but it's nice that they have this available. No pickleball. If you're looking for pickleball, it's only tennis here, but you can kind of make use of what they got here. Good views of the ocean from up top as well. Really beautiful at night as well. I wanted to sneak in a few night shots here. The pools are lit up in cool Breathless colors. This is kind of the color of the Breathless brand. Beautiful sunset on the night of my stay as well. But then I woke up and I wanted to go hit the spa. So to hit the spa, you'll head upstairs to where you entered the resort and walk down this pathway. It's kind of a hidden little spa here. I had to actually ask somewhere where it was. No real easy way to get there. You actually have to go up the stairs and over and then back down. So it's definitely going to feel a little private. There's some construction happening right in this area of the resort as well. But this is also where the fitness center is at the resort, and it was quite busy in the fitness center, but lots of different options for machines. You have your Peloton bikes. Make sure you log in and get your Hyatt points for doing a Peloton exercise during your stay. And then I wanted to stop by the spa because as part of the Xhale Club, you actually get a 50-minute hydrotherapy circuit included in your stay. And I've done these at several other resorts, as well as on some of the cruise ships that I've visited on the channel. And this is just an absolute delight. You have someone leading you through this very relaxing experience, and then little scalp massage. So definitely take advantage of this if you have access, or if you're looking to just enjoy your time in the spa. This is a good way to do it. I think it's a very relaxing time. Lots of different areas to hang out at after your treatment as well. So now I recorded myself talking a little bit about the resort while I was there, and kind of who I think this resort is for and who should actually come here to stay. So here are my thoughts. So let's get into some of the pros and cons here at the Breathless Resort Riviera Cancun, which is where I spent my last night here in Mexico on this review trip. So Breathless is Hyatt's sort of party / lifestyle all-inclusive brand. So it's going to be a little bit more high energy. It's going to be a little bit wilder. Definitely saw that at the party pool yesterday. Just a little raunchiness out there on the pool from the entertainment team. So overall, I think this resort is definitely aimed at that demographic, that people that want to have a lot of fun on vacation. They don't mind loud music, pool parties, that sort of thing. So they have that going all day, really, from about 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. over at the party pool. They have another pool that's a little bit quieter. They have a swim-up bar. A lot of the restaurants are around that area. That's the pool that my room faced over. But overall, I think a nice resort, really good quality food, good quality alcohol, high-end brands of alcohol at all the bars. So I have no complaints there about the overall, food and beverage here at the resort. Now, if you're coming in and you want a little bit more quiet, a little bit more relaxation, I recommend staying on the secret side. And the reason for that is you're going to get a much quieter pool atmosphere. You're going to get your own exclusive restaurant that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you don't have to deal with a lot of the busyness of the restaurants, which seemed to definitely be the case last night. You can't make reservations for most of the restaurants, so you have to kind of go in and hope that they have space for you. They recommended going early at 6 p.m. when the restaurants opened, or dine later at 9 p.m. And that seemed to work pretty well. But the Secrets guests also get full access to the Breathless side. So if you're someone who likes a little bit of relaxation, but then maybe wants to party one day, that's a good option for you. So you have the best of both worlds, and when you're done with the Breathless side, you can just hang out at the Secret side. So the pools are really spectacular here. The beach area, again, not a amazing beach. Kind of over 3 on nice beaches this trip. A lot of seaweed going on, and the beach itself, not the prettiest water. You don't have that Caribbean blue that you kind of probably were advertised before flying down here. Now, there are plenty of options to do excursions to areas that have really great water. Pretty close to Xhale is one of my favorite areas to go visit, an eco theme park, or you can take a day trip over to Cozumel, which we visited many times on our trip. So plenty of options in the area to go get that ocean experience, but this is really more about the pools and the food and drink that's all included in your experience here. Now, I'm comparing this room to a lot of the other rooms that I've had this trip. This is definitely this kind of smallest base room, I would say, that I've seen. Impression obviously had a pretty massive room, and then the suite I was upgraded to at the Hyatt Vivid was quite nice. So this one is not huge by any means, but definitely gets the job done. I thought it was kind of interesting, the shower, how it's kind of out there in the open, definitely part of the theme of this hotel. And they have a small curtain, but it really doesn't cover up much. So just keep that in mind. If you are sharing a room with someone, you better like them a lot, because there's not a lot of privacy in the bathroom area. So I would definitely recommend Breathless to a certain client or a certain viewer of this video. Definitely someone who likes to have a good time, is very social, outgoing. This is not a relaxation resort, though. There are opportunities to relax, especially earlier in the morning. It's going to be a lot quieter at those pools, but in the afternoon, it's going to be go, 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 and you're going to hear loud music well into the evening. Lots of people having fun, which is definitely a vibe that people are looking for in a vacation. So the nice thing about Breathless is it's pretty close to the Cancun airport, about a 20-minute drive. So overall, a very smooth trip, beautiful views on the climb out back to Phoenix. I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure, and stay tuned for more content from Mexico.